Hey, everybody, it's your girl off the dock B. She's in the building. And guess what? We have a treat for you tonight. I am so sorry. I am 15 minutes late, and I have a reason. I have a reason. Our guest tonight is Mr. Christopher Lovett. Now, let me tell you, Mr. Lovett, um, he's older. It's Kelly Rowland's father. He's a little older. He has problems with like getting on and things like that. So he called me and he's trying to come in. So we're going to be patient. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to practice some sabah today, some patience. And we know that he will be on shortly. Um, Meanwhile, I'm your girl, your host, author Doc B, and you are listening to Bring It to the Table. And Bring It to the Table is a safe place for anyone who has overcome, conquered, and survived anything and is now living beyond your dreams. You can come to the show and you can address community issues, social justice issues, family issues. It doesn't matter, whatever it is. Understand that on Bring It to the Table, it's a safe place. Now, I logged on because he did call me 15 minutes late ago. Well, he just called me like 3 minutes ago. And he said, I'm getting help right now. I really want to be on the show and I'm coming. So I don't want to shut down. I do want to come on and get the show started. So what I'm going to do at this time while we await for him, because he still might need my help a little bit with getting him backstage, we're going to do this. So I'm just asking to be patient. Let me go to all the platforms and make everything because y'all know how Facebook do and all these other different things. We have to make it. Hi, Kasana. Thank you for joining. Hey, Raheem. Thank you for joining. Blessing, sis. She says, oh my God, she's got something cooking too. Y'all got to wait to see what she got. Woo-wee, baby. It's going down in Houston. It's going down in Houston soon. Yep. I'm going to be there. I'm invited. So I am going to make this event, we're going to turn it public. That's what we're going to do now. I'm going to make it public so that everyone can see it. We can get more invites. That's what I'm going to do now on all the platforms. So give me 1 minute. Let me see what I can do. And then we're going to talk about what is really, what's going on with Kelly's dad. And I have to say it that way for marketing reasons. I say it that way, but I'm just going to practice patience. That's what I'm going to do because I know he's coming. He already reached out to me. So let me see, edit privacy. So let's make this public. There, now it's public. Done, change. All right. So now everyone can see it. So what I need you to do is please click like and share. Hi, cousin. I see you all. Thank you all for joining. I really do appreciate you all. Hi, cousin. I love you too, guys. I see everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your support, your love, and everything. This is him. So hold on. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you very much.
Okay. Chris, Lovett.
Oh,
I'm his niece.
oh,
and he's
okay.
trying to find out how to get hooked on so he can be able to,
Yes,
talk to you.
we're the audience is waiting for him. So this is what we are gonna do. Just look in his text messages.
Okay.
And I sent him a text that says StreamYard. It should be the last text from me. You see my phone number?
Last text. Okay. Let's see. I think I see something that says
StreamYard.
StreamYard.
Yes. Click that.
Okay.
And then put his name in backstage. And then I will see him backstage and I'll bring him on right now. We're waiting for him.
Okay, hold on, because it's not even working. Let me go back. Let me try it again.
Okay.
I guess I have to wait till it open or something because it's not even. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does anybody where he is have a cell phone where I can send it to them? Because it could be his phone.
Okay.
Or it could be that we're on the phone.
Oh. Okay.
And you're trying to open it.
Okay.
So we need another phone.
Okay, then just in case, you can just send it to my phone.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me send you the link, okay?
Okay.
Let me see if I can do it this way. Thank you so much for helping him. I was getting nervous.
Okay. How long is the call? I mean,
I won't keep him long. I know he's tired. He's been going back and forth and doing all kinds of things. What's your text? I won't keep him long. I just have a couple of questions.
770.
Okay, go ahead.
685. 3606.
Okay. Okay. All right, check your cell phone and it should say StreamYard.
Okay.
And then just click, and click that.
Okay.
Click that link.
Okay.
And then put his name in, Mr. Lovett or Christopher, doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm looking at enter the studio.
Yeah.
And then, mic, okay.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll see you. And then you sit the phone in a place where where we can see him.
Here we go. Let me check him mic. Oh, put your name in, okay.
Mm-hmm. It should say put your name in and then enter backstage.
Enter studio.
There you go. I got you.
Hey, how you doing?
I see you now, but sit the phone somewhere so you won't be moving all around and everything. Because right now you're backstage and I can see you moving all around. So just sit it down somewhere right in your face. There you go. And have a seat. There you go. And now we can have a conversation, Mr. Lovett. Oh my gosh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, he is here. And we're going to bring him on right now. I'm bringing him in. There he is. Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing great, ladies and gentlemen. Meet Mr. Lovett. This is Christopher. Yes, thank you so much for joining tonight. Appreciate you. Thank you, Niecy Poo. I always call my niece Niecy Poos. Yep. Can you hear me?
Not yet. We're getting together now.
Okay.
It's turned all the way up. Let's see. Like,
You were at work, huh? You always doing stuff.
But she's gonna do it on my.
Okay, you want me to call you back?
Oh, child, we're gonna try my phone because we can't hear you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at Mr. Christopher Lovett, and he is the father of Kelly Rowland. And we're going to talk to him about their story. So please click like and share with someone. I can hear you really well.
You can?
Yes, and the audience can too.
We can't hear you though.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
I can call your cell phone and we can speak that way.
Okay.
I can still hear you.
All right.
Because I can hear you really good. Let me see something.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, hit that.
How about you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Wait a minute. Hello.
Hi, I'm here.
Okay, we have it now.
Okay, you got me?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Lovett, thank you so much. Okay, now we're getting the feedback. Let me see what I, oh wait, let me see what I can do. I don't know what to do. No, it's going to keep making that noise. It says she needs to turn her phone down. Just turn the phone down a little bit. Which phone? The phone that he's the one that he's looking into?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, but the phone that her phone, turn her phone down,
It's down.
not your
I
phone.
just turned it down.
Turn her
It's
phone
down.
down, not yours.
Okay, okay, it's down now.
Okay, that's better. Yep,
Yeah.
that worked. Whoever
Okay.
that was in the audience, thank you very much, audience, for doing that. I really appreciate that. That really did work. How you doing, Mr. Lovett? You so
Fine. How
busy.
you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for agreeing to come on the show. I can cut all of that stuff out. I can cut all that out when I get ready to post it. So right now you're live with my audience, and I just have a few questions. I won't keep you long. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And so the first question is, what happened? I know you got back with Kelly back in 2014. Her mom passed away.
Yes.
Okay. So what happened? What's the backstory?
I didn't quite hear. Just say it again.
What happened? What's the backstory? Her mom passed away, and then you came into her life.
Yes, Kelly. Kelly's mother passed, and I really didn't get with Kelly till later on.
Hmm.
So we met and everything, and we had a conversation about her and me and the mother, and it was like, um, how can I say this? It was, it was, it was, it was happy. I just put it just like that. It was something else. It was something to, I didn't believe it too much, but, other than that, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good getting back together again. But there was no question to ask too much. But the question that I did answer and everything, it was the truth. So Kelly asked me about uh, me and her mother, and it was like I had to go back and I really couldn't really, if really want to know the truth. I really didn't know Kelly um, when she was small, because her and her mother left Atlanta, and I was still here in Atlanta. So she went to Texas.
Hmm.
So everybody was coming up to me and telling me how's Kelly doing. And I really didn't know because I haven't seen her in a long time. And it was like, um, how can I say this? It was oh wow, I'm really lost for words right now, but I'm trying to get it all together. So bear with me.
Okay.
Um, Kelly asked me some questions about our breakup and everything, and I told Kelly that didn't I didn't abandon them. I didn't abandon them at all. I stayed right here in Atlanta. So the next thing I knew, someone came up to me and told me that Kelly was on this show in Texas. Brian, I think it was some type of talent show. So next thing I knew, she was in Texas. But the story, they wrote a bad story about me, saying that I
Uh-huh.
abandoned them and I was an alcoholic. But I didn't drink no more than the average guy when they got mad.
Uh-huh.
And when it comes down to raising sand, yes, I did. I raised some
Right.
sand now, so I'm not.
Right.
I'm, so I went. I think every man uh, would have done that.
Right.
So it wasn't anything like we fought and all that kind of stuff. It was just like
Uh-huh.
a general argument and
Mhm.
everything. And I guess the way Doris wanted to get back with, I mean, get back. I mean, get back at me is take Kelly away from me,
Uh-huh.
and that was a hurting thing.
Right.
So I used to doggone. I never did find out exactly where where her address was in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and I never did uh ask her. I mean, asking a woman, but when it come down, I ran into her son, Dara's son.
Mm-hmm.
So when I ran into him, he told me, about they was in Texas, and I started sending them, asking him the address. So I started sending money, and the money came. The money, I don't know what happened. I really don't. Uh, so Doris came back to Atlanta, and she was living with one of her friends. So I went. I ran into her in Publix. So I told her, I said, uh, we really actually didn't have too much to say. And when it come down to did I send them anything? Oh yes, I did, but it always came back. So a lot of people got that wrong
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't. If I knew where they were at first, uh, I would have been, I would have did more, but I didn't know. So to
Right.
me, I think that Doris punished me with that because she knew how to hurt me. So that's what she done.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept on asking Doris, give me Kelly's phone number where I can call her, but she never did. She never did.
Okay. And I
So
know that hurt you. You said that quite a few times that you were hurt because her mother, you two broke up and she left with Kelly and kept her from you.
yes, right. And but didn't want to take care of her. No, I wasn't that. I'm not that type of guy because I loved Kevin, and that's how things really actually. It's more to it than that, but it's a
Mhm.
long story. But like I said, I wasn't the type of father that would my abandon my child and didn't give anything. If I would known where Kelly was from a jump street, I would have I would have been there. I would have been there.
Right. And how's your relationship with Kelly now?
Oh, now is it's beautiful now. It's beautiful now because I think Kelly now kind of I think she understand now what actually really happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't the one that actually told Kelly. I think someone else told her that she had a nice father. So right now we talk 2 and 3 times a day. I have went out there and visit her a couple of times, and when she was here in Atlanta, we get together and have dinner, and I just love her, and I missed her so much, and everything, and so I have I have more time behind me than I have in front of me. So I try to make up for the lost time.
Mm-hmm.
So we are real close now, real close,
Mm-hmm.
real close.
Did you
And
ever
my two
did
little
you ever see this coming?
grandboys are wild. They're adorable. Love them, love them.
Yep.
So
Did you ever saw did you ever see this coming?
I mean, right, I didn't hear you.
Did
Do,
you ever
do,
think this day would come?
no, you know what? Someone, you know, I really didn't know think that I would ever see Kelly again, really, because some of the things that people used to tell me is that, well, you'll never see your daughter or your grandchildren. It was kind of it was real hurting, and I be telling people all the time, you know, that have always told people there's two sides to every story, and it's bad to listen to one side and don't know what actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
Doris and I went through some some changes. Oh yeah, like any other couple would. And but it seemed like at that time it was more me and it was her too.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't the villain all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a type of marriage where we couldn't actually get it together. We couldn't communicate too well. We didn't see eye to eye to things. And I was the type of person that I worked all the time. And when I used to come home and everything, and something wasn't right, yes, I raised hell. Yeah, I sure did. And I think any man would. So it was kind of, you know, it got to a point about that I just couldn't take no more, and she couldn't take no more. So um, I tell young guys now, fathers now, that if they don't know where their child is, it's best to try to find them because the lies that people tell might not be the not not my well really they be lies. Take my word for it. And if there's always one side of the story, she had, you know, people telling her the same thing. You can, a mother can brainwash their child where they don't care too much for the father.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is what actually really happened. Really, I do.
Mm-hmm.
And when Kelly first saw me here in Atlanta, she said in one of her statements that she was going to tell me off, but once she saw me and saw what type of person I was, her whole conversation just left. So we had a whole we had a whole new conversation. We had a whole new relationship, and I'm just sorry that people went out and said things that wasn't true. So I never did get a chance to tell my side of the story. So my side of the story was I wasn't no different than the other father when it came to the child.
Well, you're telling it right now with author Doc B on Bring It to the Table. You are bringing it to the table tonight, Mr. Lovett, and we are grateful for you. We are so elated to have you on our show tonight.
Thank you so much. I'm glad I could kind of straighten things out. But I tell all fathers right now, try to find your child, regardless what have happened in the past,
Mm-hmm.
because time life is short. And when Kayla left at 6 years old, I didn't see him until she got 30 something. So that's a long time,
Wow,
and it's not.
wow.
That's a long time. So I'm trying to. Uh, I know I can't make up time. I mean back time, but I'm trying everything now that I didn't do.
Mm-hmm. And you got
I
the
hope.
grands too. You got the grand boys. You can go through them, right?
Oh yeah, I love them. Oh, hey, them boys are something else. I'm telling you. I'm just sorry that she lives so far because if they lived here in Atlanta, I would be there every day, every day.
The audience wants to know, how old are you, Mr. Lovett?
I'm 77.
There it is, folks. He's 77. Don't be asking me for his number either.
Say what?
I
Ask
don't
them
want
what?
to lose y'all people.
No,
Not
let
at
them
all.
ask. I would ask what they want to know.
Yeah, I asked them to drop their phone, drop their messages, and a lot of them say, "How old is he? How old is he? Is he still working? What does he do for a living? Stuff like that. What
What?
was he doing back then, back in the days when Kelly?"
Oh, okay. Well, oh yeah, okay. I was working at a when Doris and I were together. I was working at a Lockheed Aircraft.
Okay.
I was a flight line inspector,
Oh,
so I
okay.
made some decent money. And when I left Lockheed, I stayed at Lockheed for about 15 years.
Mhm.
And when they had a layoff, they were thinking to modify the C-130 and the C-141 Hercules. And they asked everybody, the one that had that time of time in, they could get an early retirement. So I left, and
Mhm.
ever since then, I've been doing great. I've been doing fine. I uh, I keep myself busy, and I'm glad that I did because every time I have free time and everything, I start thinking about Kelly, and you just don't know. That takes a lot out of a person years, a lot
Mhm.
of it. And you don't know what to say, don't know what to do, don't know where they are. Oh wow, it's miserable. So I
Mhm.
think I suffer more than
Mhm.
Kelly did. Really, I do.
Wow, 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 wow.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, do you
So
feel like you're healing now?
you know what? I feel great now because I feel great now because I can put my hands on them, and I can talk with them.
Mhm.
So I think she put another 10 more years on my life because I'm still working now. I enjoy working now.
Wow, praise God. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
and
That's awesome.
yeah, so I don't stop. In fact, I've been working ever since I was 12 years old, was selling jets and throwing papers. So
Mm.
I have never stopped working. I hope I can do about another 10 more years. I don't ask Kelly for anything because that's her money. So if any listeners out there want to know and what did I want the money? No, 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 no. No, no, I don't. I haven't asked Kelly for anything, and if you ever
Right.
want to do an interview with her, she will tell you the truth. So if anybody out there thinking that I want her money, no, no. If I wanted her money, I would have asked a long time ago when I heard that she was so famous.
Mhm.
So I never did ask Kelly for anything. That's her money. I make my own money. If she want to give me something, that's up to her. But if not, I'm not going to ask her for
So I hear you like fishing a lot.
it. I mean, here, what now?
You like fishing?
Yes and no. I haven't been fishing in some years now. Really,
So
if you really want to know that,
when you
say
stepped
what now?
into Kelly's life,
Hmm.
and did you get a chance, an opportunity to rub shoulders with her billionaire buddies? And I'm just going to say their names because that's just who I am. The
Oh
Jay-Z,
yeah,
Beyonce.
yeah. I went out to L.A. at Titan's birthday, and wow, they were there. You name it, actors and singers, they were there, and they treated me so nicely. And that's I had a little complex about going, but I'm glad that I did. And Kelly introduced me to a lot of them. And to this very day, right now, some of them call me now and they call me a Papa Chris. So they they are real people. They really are. and I think they understood things better than uh, people that weren't actors and singers. Really, they
Mhm.
treated me just like they've been knowing me for a long time. They didn't ask me any questions, and I didn't give them any answers. So I didn't. Uh, I just tried to play the part, and that's what I did.
The next question is, did you
Yeah.
ever have any other children?
Yes, I have a son. I have a son. His name is Christopher too, a junior.
Mhm. How old is he?
Chris is 54.
Okay. And how's your relationship with him?
Right now, it's kind of shaky because he's trying to get it together at 54, and I'm trying to help him, but uh, you know, I could write a book. I was going to tell you no story.
I
Uh,
told you to write the book. Come on, I'll publish it for you.
okay, I appreciate it,
I'll publish it
but
for you.
yeah, you know, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell the audience. Um, if you're busy, if you're a working man and you have a family and you have kids, take time out to be with them because, like I said, I've been working a long time and I work long hours. And sometimes you can get out of touch with your own kids right there in your house.
Mhm.
So you have to take time out with them, do things with them and everything, and you have a better relationship.
Mhm.
Because right now, my son and I, we're not distant, but some of the things that he need to know or know, he doesn't know it because there wasn't anybody to tell him.
Mhm.
So he's trying to get his life together. He want to meet his sister and everything, but to me, and I won't tell you no lie, I don't want him to meet her right now because the fact that he's not in any type of shape to meet her.
Mhm.
I wish I could doggone break it down to you, but um, but I've been working with him and everything, and it's a long story. Like I said, I could write a book.
Now I understand. Well, I'm
Hmm.
waiting for it because you need it. I'm telling you, you really should. I'm encouraged. I encourage everybody to write a book.
Okay. Yeah.
And so, any last remarks for the
Go ahead.
audience?
Just anything you want to ask, I'm here. Now is the time. Has anyone asked any question that haven't been answered?
I asked all of them mostly. We
Uh
wanted
huh.
to know, where you were back in the day. You told us that. You told us how old you were. You told us where you
Hmm.
were working, what you're doing now, and how you're
Hmm.
interacting with all the other people that's in Kelly's life. So I'm
I would
glad.
like to.
Go
I
ahead.
would like to ask the audience something. Ask them, do they? I mean, I'm asking the mothers now, not the fathers. I want to ask some of the mothers, do they really keep the kid, well, a child, away from their father, and do they communicate pretty well? Because the I have a lot of friends that was in the same shape that I was in. They haven't seen their kids in years and years and years, and I know a couple of them that really did try to get in touch with their kids, but the mother didn't let them.
Mm.
And I'll be wondering, why would you want to keep your child away from the father? It seemed like to me they was trying to hide something and didn't want to tell their story.
Ooh, wait, that's a good question. I'm telling you, that's a really good question. I
Yeah.
don't see any answers so far. That's a
Be-
tough question for the women. I don't know how many gonna answer that one. That's a tough one. I do know a lot of women who hold their children against their fathers. Okay,
Right.
someone did just send an answer. I'm going to read it to you. Okay, and they said each situation is a different one. I can only speak for myself.
I
I'm just
understand.
I'm just so happy that you were able to connect with
Hmm.
your daughter. Yeah, I think that
Well,
maybe
I
it's.
am I
Go ahead.
am so glad that I got a chance to let everybody know that I don't want killer money and I don't need killer money. And if I did and everything, it wouldn't be like it is now.
Hmm.
So I have always carried my weight myself.
Hmm.
And when Killer got real popular with Destiny's Child and everything, everybody thought that I was trying to get in touch with Killer to tell Killer that I loved her, not Killer I want some money.
Mm.
In fact, I owe her because
How
the
about
money
that?
that.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Hmm.
I'll tell you
Because
something. You asked that question. That was beautiful. Wow.
thank you, I appreciate that. But it was the truth. It was the truth.
Hmm.
So I don't need her money. If I needed her money, I would have been doing more than what I'm doing now. I wouldn't be working now. I'd be begging. And I have never been no begging person.
Right. Well, I have to get honest, and I think I wrote this in a chapter of my book as
Hmm.
well because I'm an author.
Yes,
And you
ma'am.
asked that
Okay.
question about do mothers keep the children from the fathers?
Right.
And
Absolutely.
I can be honest, like me, like this other young lady said, each situation is different. I did not keep my daughter from her father,
Hmm.
but I did crazy things to get his attention when we
Hmm.
broke up. You see,
Right.
I would do
Right.
immature things, and I know a lot of other baby mothers. I know a lot of other. I know a lot of other baby mothers.
Okay. I can hear you now.
I know a
Oh,
lot of other women
hmm.
who do silly things, immature things,
Hmm.
non-spiritual things,
Yes.
get their baby father's attention, especially
Right.
in the hood, the African American community, or whatever community you want to call it. I can only talk from our culture.
Yeah, I understand. Yes, I
These
understand that.
things
Yeah.
does happen. So I
Hmm.
understand. I'm just glad that whoever was in Kelly's ear and told
Hmm.
her now is the time that you should reach out to your father. Who
Right.
somebody
Absolutely.
told her that.
Right. And whoever it was, I want to thank them so much because, like I say, there's two sides to every story, and if you believe in one story, hey, listen, don't just think that's the real thing
Hmm. Let me tell you
because.
how I made it up to my baby father.
Hmm.
I made it up to him though.
Hmm.
I ended up messing my life up,
Hmm.
and I ended up getting into a life of recovery
Right.
from substances and lifestyles.
Yes.
And so I was very young and immature.
Hmm.
See, and
Hmm.
we broke up. We were married and we broke up when my daughter was like 4 or 5.
Hmm.
But he
Wow.
always lived in the neighborhood.
Right.
And so what I would just start trouble with any girl that I saw him with, stupid stuff.
Hmm.
Then I took him to child support for no reason because he was given, I was just immature. I was hurt. We broke up. And those
Hmm.
things happened. That's why I believe your story, Mr. Lovett. I really do. Because I did that. I did what Kelly's mother did, except I didn't keep her away from him.
Hmm.
I just did stupid stuff like mess with his girlfriends and try to fight everybody in the neighborhood stuff. But later
Hmm.
on, I took him to child support. And then for all those years, he kept getting in trouble.
Hmm. Yeah.
Then
I,
when she started having grandkids, when my daughter started having kids,
hmm.
I saw what the harm I was causing
Hmm.
him.
I
I
know.
dropped the child. and I dropped the child support. I went to court. I became this spiritual creature. I
Mm-hmm.
went to court and I said, I
Mm-hmm.
don't want the money. I was young.
Mm-hmm.
I was stupid. I
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to be with him. I took
Mm-hmm.
him to court for no reason because we broke up. People break up all the time. And I
Mm-hmm.
should not have done that, Judge. Let him off child support. And that's how I made an amends to my baby father. And
Right.
today we like this.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
we're helping with the grandkids and everything. So
Hey, I heard that.
I believe your story. I'm telling you, I believe you.
Well, well, it is the truth because, like I said, like it hurted me real bad when they wrote all those bad things about me, and they didn't know me. They just went by what, like you say, what someone said, and like it hurted me. It hurted me real bad, but it was a. I'll tell you what, it was a bad feeling when people used to come up to me and say, "Did you see your daughter last night on so and so?" I should sit there and tell a lie. I say yes, and I haven't even met her.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that
I had
something?
to. hmm I used to pretend. I used to
Mm-hmm.
pretend that I have talked with her, but I haven't.
Yeah.
I kept myself. I kept to myself. When I saw people was coming up to me asking me about Kelly, I had to lie, and those are the kind of lies that you can tell to make your heart feel better.
Mm.
So everybody, I'm not bragging now. I'm not bragging on myself right now, but I have always kept myself up. I wore nice clothes, had nice cars and everything. They used to come up to me and say, "Kelly bought you that?" I said, "Yes, she bought it for me." And but and they still wasn't giving me any credit. All them years I had worked, they thought that when I got this car, that Kelly bought it. No,
Right.
Kelly hadn't bought me anything. So I can tell everybody that Kelly hadn't bought me anything.
Right.
And the time when I was sending her things, it was coming back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly lived in Florida. Her mother told me that she lived in Florida. I thought I was hit the I thought I done found her now.
Mm-hmm.
And I started sending things to Kelly and all this. I was sending stuff through Doris, her mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what happened to some of the things. Now, I'm not going to say Doris stole them, but I never did get them back. So
Mm-hmm.
I asked Kelly about it one time. She said, Kelly said, no, did I never did get it. So I started putting two and two together. I'm quite sure
Right.
that the audience can see that too.
Yeah.
Kelly came to Atlanta one time in a concert,
Mm-hmm.
and she called me and told me, well, I heard it on the radio, 104, and it said Kelly Rowland was in town and she was seen out to Lenox Square and all that kind of stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
left my job that day,
Mm-hmm.
ran out to Lenox Square and everything, and just to, I didn't go by what her mother told me. I went by what the radio said.
Mm-hmm.
So I went out there and missed her again. So I saw Kelly's mother. I saw Kelly's mother. I said, Kelly, I said, Doris, give me Kelly's phone number, Kelly can give Kelly my phone number. So I was trying to get with Kelly for a
Mm-hmm.
long time. I mean, when way back. And she told me I gave the number to Kelly. She didn't call you. And I said, no, she didn't call me. I just sit around my phone I sit around my phone one time around about 4 or 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And phone never did ring. That's another hurting thing too, when you're waiting for something that's not going to be there. The
Yeah.
only thing Dara should have told me is that she didn't give her my phone number.
Yeah.
And I know why Doris didn't give me her get a phone number. I knew that. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you can put two and two together.
Mm-hmm.
And because when Kelly and I started talking, I asked Kelly a lot of questions that a mother asked what I asked her mother.
Mm-hmm.
And never did it. I get a good answer. Never did. Never did. So I just stopped asking.
Okay.
So one day, her niece came by the house to find me, to find me, and my niece was there, and we was I was shocked. I was at work, and when this time it came from Kelly. Kelly wanted to meet me, and that's how it all, So I'm not gonna say. I hope I hope that the listeners can understand this. If you can't get a doggone it, if you think that you're getting getting something, uh, a message to somebody,
Mm-hmm.
don't believe that. Don't go through the wife.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go through the wife. Go through someone else that might know her, and because it's not going to get through. If that hatred is still there, nothing is going to get through. Nothing.
Right.
So you have to go through someone maybe that that not going to you know not going to tell no lies. Cause I lived on about four. I lived on around about 4 or 5 lies, thinking things was going to happen, and I thought the killer got the message, but killer never did get the message.
Wow, that's deep. That is so deep. Well, thank you
Never
so
did.
much for sharing with us. There's someone in the
Thank,
audience that joined
thank
us, some
you.
other people. We got someone on Facebook. Oh, you got another message says, I believe his story as well because my mother told my father I was a person and I recently found out through ancestry he did that she didn't tell the truth. I'm 55 years old and I don't know who he is. It's just painful. Oh, I'm so sorry you're going through that. Hi, Mary. Thank you for joining. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining.
Well,
I'm
you're
sorry you're
quite
going through
welcome.
that.
Thank you so much for having
Yeah. So I was hoping Kelly made a surprise call to us or
me.
made a pop up or something. I was like, man, I hope she can come. I hope he can call her. Maybe he can get on. We can hear a voice or something on the
I hear
telephone.
you.
Anything. But anyway, Mr. Lovett, I just love you, Mr. Lovett. Thank you
Thank you.
so much for coming on, telling your part of the story, because the world really should know your side of the story. And I'm glad that you chose Bring It to the Table to come on my podcast and
All right, then.
tell your part of the
Appreciate
story.
that.
So thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Take
Yeah.
care. Good night.
Bye bye.
Good night.
Good night. Let's turn on. How'd I do? You see,
Wait, boy, that was good. Now I gotta go back and modify it and do all that stuff. See if I can get it out. Let me see. I gotta fix it. Good night. Thank you all for joining.